this. That was easy, wasn't it? I don't know what it's like though. I don't know if you can hear. So see, the sun's in my eyes, so I can't see. You can probably just see the top of the tractor as it's going round. Come on then. Yep, he was. He just wanted to get out of the house, I suppose. So here we are. Ta-da! Dog's a nutter. He's over there. I don't know if you can see this. Come on in, Doug. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Come on. Stop eating sheep shit. This way. Molly. Molly. This way. Good boy. Let's go. Over there, you can see the tractor. There between the trees. So he doesn't even care about the sheep. I don't think there's a malicious bone in his body. I don't think he'd ever hurt any of them. But then he's been around animals all his life, so he's pretty good. You're peeing like a girl. So there we are. That was our little walk. You see him? There we go. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Get on then. Is that it? You finished? All that? Molly? Did you have a crap? Oh dear. This dog. What do you want? Comfortable? Let's go. Come on. This way. In you go. Come on. Let's go. This way. Get out of there. Come on. Come on. He's a good boy. You ready? Come Come on then. Let's go. Happy now? What do you want? What do you want? Get on then. Let's go. There we go. Short walk for him today. He just wanted to get out. Do 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 do. Go on then. Oh, lovely, nice walk. What now? Go on then. What? What do you want? Good boy. Your food's there, go and eat it. If you've just joined us, welcome. If you don't know what the channel is about, I am raising awareness for anxiety and depression. I'm trying to beat the stigma and get people to open up and talk about it. I try not to just talk about depression. The reason being, it's boring. But it's a big part of a lot of our lives. So how do we beat the stigma? We talk about it. We open up. We get the word out there. We talk to people, talk to our friends. If, like me, you self-isolate, you will find that difficult, but there must be one friend. If there isn't, drop in the comments. Happy to listen, very happy to listen. Talk to someone. It can change your whole outlook on how your life is. It can change your state of mind and help you deal with the crap that goes on in your mind. For me, I tend to just, I don't know, just to self-isolate. I hide in the bedroom when it gets too much. My dog keeps me busy. Doing this helps. It helps me massively, actually. Surprisingly, I didn't think it would, because when I started doing it a couple of weeks ago, it absolutely terrified me. The thought of going on camera and talking to people about my depression was, it was overwhelming. But I did it, and it was a victory for me. I'm all about little victories. Everything you do is a victory, because when you've got depression, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to do things. So for me, everything I do is a victory. So yeah, all these little victories count. They all help. And I like to count my victories in the day. Still on the morning coffee. Yeah, I like to count them up. And if I've got 10 victories today, tomorrow I'll aim for 12. And I do that. I do have bad days. When I started doing this, I decided I was going to show all my days good. Started to do this in the mornings, and it is morning coffee, because I always do it with my first coffee. However, this is my second today. It's my second because I got up a little bit earlier than usual. Why? I was awake. I knew that something was happening today, so I wanted to be up. So I got up and I got washed and brushed my teeth and got dressed. I even combed my hair. That's a big thing. I don't comb my hair. I've not got much of it. Um, so yeah, talk about it. Get in the comments. Tell me how depression or anxiety affect you. Do you know what the causes are of your depression and anxiety? Do you know the best way for you to deal with your own situation? What happens when it gets too much for you? What do you do? Get in the comments. Don't forget to click the like button, share. It's always helpful. I need to get the word out there that you are not alone. You can get help. Is your depression seasonal? So does the winter months make your depression worse? If so, have you been diagnosed with SAD? SAD being seasonal depression. There is a specific name for it. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. If your depression is seasonal and the shorter days make you worse, getting up and it being dark, going dark earlier in the evening, there is ways that you can treat that. It's light therapy. What is light therapy? It is a special bulb that you can put in lamps or in the light in your room. And how does it work? It basically mimics sunlight, and it helps, I believe, between 30 minutes to an hour, can completely change your day, and it makes a massive difference apparently. I don't know a great deal about it, but I do know that the bulbs are available online. I think I've seen them on eBay. They're not expensive. Some can be, obviously. You can buy the more expensive ones, or you can buy some for less than a tenner. So yeah, they are available and they do help. So you can pick them up, and it may make a complete difference to your day, and help with your seasonal depression. It sounds like a strange thing, seasonal depression, but it's real. It is real. Thankfully, it doesn't affect me. Mine isn't seasonal. I suffer with depression all year round, and it doesn't get worse in the winter months. So that's a good thing for me. Why do you suffer with depression? For me, I can't answer that. I can't tell you why I suffer. I know that I suffer. I know the causes of the original depression that I started off with. I know where it stems from, but I don't know why it gets worse. I don't know why I can be fine one day and not the next. I have good days. Today's a good day. I'm doing well. I've got up, I've done things. Yesterday was a brilliant day. My wife took advantage of me yesterday, not in that way. She knew I was having a good day. So, what did she do? When she got home, I had cleaned up, I tidied the house, I'd done everything that I could do in the house. I even went out in the garage for a little while and did a few things out there, which was nice. That's when I'm having a good day. I get out in the garage and do something. But the wife came home, realised that I'd done all the cleaning, and she knew I was having a good day. And she said, I've been shopping, we're going to have cottage pie tonight. I was like, brilliant. Probably one of my most favourite foods. It's not my favourite, but one of my favourite foods. I'm not a big foodie. I eat out of necessity, not because I like it. And she said, "Yeah, cottage pie, you're cooking." Oh, okay. So yeah, I cooked as our evening meal, and she knew, she knew that I was having a good day, so she took advantage of it. It's naughty. Um, and yes, it was lovely. I enjoyed it. When I have cottage pie, normally I put cheese on the top. So if you don't know what cottage pie is, it's minced beef in gravy with peas and carrots, onion laid out with mashed potato on the top, and I like to put cheese on top of that. So that's what cottage pie is. Um, and that's what I cooked yesterday. She completely took advantage of my good mood, and I was stitched up basically into cooking dinner. Um, I'm not complaining. She deserved a break. I I even washed the dishes. I hate washing dishes, although I would rather wash the dishes than other things. Um, I don't really like cleaning as a rule. I don't mind giving the house a quick tidy up, doing bits and bobs around the house. I prefer to be doing more DIY stuff. Um, a lot of DIY to do in the house. I've got a few ceilings to replace and things like that, but I can't do that at the moment, so it's got to wait. So if you see me with the camera walking around and you see that I've got a ceiling here and a wall there that need attention, they will be done. I'm just not able to do them. So don't think that I live in a shithole, because it's not. It's work in progress, shall we say. Um, we still have the old Rayburn, which at the moment has boxes on top of it. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can do this. So there's the old Rayburn and the dog. You'll see there's boxes on top there. The Rayburn is decommissioned because we have an air source heat pump now, and it will not work with the Rayburn. So that is decommissioned. It's still nice to have it there, and if we wanted to, we could recommission it. I live on a farm, or next to a farm. We're on the property of the farm. I am not a farmer. I was a townie. I grew up in a town. Being out in the sticks in the middle of nowhere is, or was, pretty new to me when we moved here. But I love it. I would just hate to have to go back to living in a built-up area. And yeah, it's sort of changed my life a little bit, because now I can go out, whereas before we moved here, I couldn't go anywhere because anxiety would take over. I would get outside and panic attacks would hit me. I don't know why or where it came from, but it was terrible. I'd get 100 feet from my front door and the panic attack would hit, and I'd have to get back in quick. I could not get in the house fast enough. And yeah, it was awful. Whereas now, I know that I can go outside. It's been windy outside. I've just been outside and it was windy, so that's why my hair's sticking up. I can go outside now. I'm surrounded by fields. I don't have to worry about people. And that's a big thing for me. I'm not a people person as such. I used to be. I had loads of friends. I would talk to anyone, absolutely anyone, about anything. Now, if I go anywhere, I only go if I'm with the wife. Um, Obviously, hospital appointments for shoulders or anything that I've had done recently, I go with the wife. We'll be sitting in the waiting room, and I stress. I stress a lot. What I do find helps, or not helps, but I can do, is if I'm sitting in the waiting room at the hospital and there's an old man there or an old lady there, and they're just minding their own business. I'll very often have a bit of a conversation with them, and you can see that they're in hospital, they're worried, they're stressing about what's going on, and I often try and have a bit of a conversation with them, try and make their day a little bit better. And I hope when I'm that old, if I get that old, that someone will do the same for me, just to make my day that little bit better. And I think that makes a big difference in life. I really do. Now, I'm just talking crap here. We've got quite a few viewers. Get in the comments, guys. Let's get the chat going. We can talk about anything. Doesn't matter. Anything you want. I'd preferably not be talking about religion, politics, or porn. Nothing like that. It's morning coffee. Let's have a chat. What makes your day better? Is there anything in particular that you would do that would improve your day? My day started off good. I got up this morning a bit earlier than normal. Had a wash, brushed my teeth, did my hair. I actually combed my hair. I didn't comb my beard. Probably should have. It's getting to that length now. Yeah, so, and all that is quite a big thing for me, because normally I'll get up and I always do morning coffee wearing my dressing gown, or robe, depending on where you're from. I've also changed my position, so, pardon me, before today I was sitting at the other end of the table and I had messy shelves behind me. So I've switched. I've come over to this side because it's a bit prettier. Greenery. We like greenery. So yeah, and that's what's happened. That's what I know. Talk to me. I've ordered yesterday. I ordered something online. I do not smoke cannabis. I haven't smoked cannabis for a very, very long time. I ordered online some legal variation of cannabis that is, they've removed something or other. I don't know. It's supposed to help you sleep or help you relax. So I'm waiting for it to arrive. We're going to give it a test. See if it helps relieve some of the fogginess, not fogginess, but the mess in your mind that comes with depression and anxiety. If, like me, you suffer with depression and anxiety, you know that your mind is just a mess all the time. So many things going on, and it doesn't end. No matter what you do, you can't shut down, and it's just one thing after another in your mind, and it's really difficult, and you tend to struggle to get to sleep. So I've ordered this stuff, and it's supposed to calm you, and it's supposed to instead of giving you a high where you're flying, it's supposed to just give you a high where you're floating. So it just relaxes you and chills you out. Let's see what happens. It is legal. It's not, you know, the normal cannabis that you can buy. It's not. I don't do drugs. I don't condone anyone going out buying drugs. It's bad for you. Don't do it. Just say no. I think that was the slogan back when us Gen Xers were growing up. So, yeah, I've ordered this stuff. It's supposed to arrive today, actually. So I'm going to give it a go tonight and see if it helps. No, I wouldn't do that either. But welcome. Thanks for getting involved. What am I about? If you don't know, I'm all about depression and anxiety. I suffer myself. If you suffer, let me know in the comments. I am seeing quite a few viewers. Get in the comments, let me know you're here, tell me where you're from. And yeah, let's have a chat. This is what morning coffee is all about. I do hope it's not heroin, I've got to say. But I don't think you'd put heroin into a fag, would you, or a cigarette? I don't know. I wouldn't know how you use it, actually. Wouldn't have a clue. I've never been one to take much notice of drugs like that, to be honest. The worst I've done is cannabis, I think. Yeah. I did do magic mushrooms once when I was at school. We found them on on the school grounds. So me and a couple of my mates sat there eating them. We went home after that. Don't do it. Do not do drugs. It's bad for you. Don't smoke. It's bad for you, he says. Yeah, still a few viewers. Get in the comments, guys. Let's have a chat. It doesn't all have to be about me. I want to help you. That's why I'm here. Maybe listening to me drone on about how my depression and anxiety affect me helps you. I don't know. I'm hoping it does. That's why I'm here. I see many people doing these live chats, and some of them just sit like this and don't talk. It makes me wonder why people watch it. Strange. I like to engage. I want people to feel that they have the help there. I am by no means a professional, a medical or mental health, whatever the word is. I can't remember the word I'm looking for because of my meds. This happens. I'm not a mental health professional, is what I'm trying to say. I am a person that suffers with depression and anxiety myself. I want people to know that they are not alone. I want people to know that they do have someone to turn to, even if it's picking up the phone, talking to a friend. You don't have to talk about how you're feeling. You don't have to talk about what's on your mind. You don't have to talk about depression. You can talk about anything you want. But once you do that, it will change your whole outlook on how things are at that time. It will relieve some of the pressure on your mind because you're, instead of worrying about things, you're concentrating on the conversation on the phone or even in person. So yeah, it does help. All these things help. Um, so let's talk about hobbies. As I said, I've got a Land Rover. That is my hobby. My hobby used to be going to the gym. I loved it. I really did love it. I went 6 days a week, and sometimes seven. Um, I was weight training. I loved it to the point I couldn't get enough. I would spend 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours each day in the gym. I would do a workout and then I would spend 3/4 of an hour sitting in the sauna. Um, I loved the sauna. It's probably one of the best ways to unwind for me. Um, Other people don't like it. They don't like the heat. I used to go in the sauna, get out of the sauna after sort of 30 minutes, into a cold shower, and then go back into the sauna for another 15 minutes. Fantastic for your skin, really helpful. Weight training. Um, I did think at that time I was training a lot, and I really pushed the boundaries of my own body. I would bench press over my own weight, but I'm going back quite a long time now. Um, Many people probably won't see any interest in that. It's not about the fact that I used to go to the gym, it's about the fact that having a hobby can help. Depression is really hard to deal with. If you are able to go out and do something that you enjoy, it does help alleviate some of the stress and pressure of depression. Yeah, I'm just talking crap. Get involved, guys. What hobbies do what do you partake in to keep your mind going? Um, Again, I've got my Land Rover. I do not go to the gym anymore, simply because I got obsessed with being at the gym. I wanted to be there more and more and more. Um, I My weight went from I used to be tiny, absolutely tiny. My body was just skin and bone, um, because I was always on the go. I was always busy. I was always working, and I didn't put any weight on. I don't think I put any weight on from the age of 18 up until I was in my mid-30s. And then I gained about 5 stone, um, and it was pure muscle. I've lost it again now. I'm probably only 11 and a half, 12 stone now. For those of you that are not in the UK, I don't know what that is in pounds or kilograms. I can't remember. Google is your friend. So yeah, if you want to know what that is in kilograms or whatever, look it up. I tend to sit at around 11 and a half to 12 stone now. My maximum weight was 12 and a half stone. I went from 7.5 at the age of 18, for all them years to my mid-30s. So that was one of my hobbies. That's one of the things that I used to do, and it did help with my mental state. And when I stopped training, well, I'll be honest, I stopped training because of my depression. I had some bad days, and I couldn't get back into training after spending so much time away. I had a bit of a breakdown, and that was probably 12 years ago. Um, Lots of reasons for me having that breakdown, but it happened. Here I am. I'm still fighting it. I'm still facing it every day. Some of the bad days are bad. You know, the good days can be fantastic. Today is a good day. I'm in a really good mood today. I'm happy. Um, my wife is going to come home shortly, and she's just going to chill out because I'm going to make sure she does. And I think having a good day to the point where you feel that you can do that, you can take the pressure off someone else, is fantastic. Um, I don't have a lot of days like this. I was up early. I did things that I needed to do, things that on a bad day I couldn't even consider doing. So that's how it works for me. I have so many good days where the depression doesn't hit me the same, and then the bad days will hit, and then bad days are just horrible. I wouldn't wish those days on anyone. Still quite a few viewers. Get in the comments, guys. Let's have a chat. I don't care what we talk about. I'm just sitting here talking shit, telling you about me. This isn't about me. I'm not doing this for my benefit. I'm doing it for you guys. I want you to feel like you've got somebody to turn to. I want you to feel like that the depression isn't in control. If you can talk to somebody, whether it be on a chat here or over the phone to somebody that you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you talk about. Talking is a big part of depression. That's the stigma. People say having depression makes you weak. Having depression does not make you weak. Talking about depression does not make you weak. You can do it. You can do it, and opening up about it, talking about it, telling somebody, it does make things seem better in your mind. So open up, have a chat. I need to move into the other room because I need to put my phone on charge. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share, and I'm going to take you with me. Come on, Miles. Oh, there we go. On the sofa with Depression Talks. I'm going to try and figure out how to do this. Bear with me 2 seconds. Is this going to work? Give it to me, baby, it'll say.
Give it to me, baby.
There we go. That means that we're on charge. So, let's see if this will sit there. I don't think it will. Oh, there we go. Hands free. Joey, male mental health, yes. That's exactly one of the things that I'm trying to tackle. There's so many men out there that deal with depression on a daily basis, and they are told all their life that you don't talk about your feelings. Talking about your feelings makes you weak. No, it doesn't, not at all. Not even a little bit. Talking about it help for a lot of people. Just talking is a help to a lot of people. I'm going to see if I can just adjust this a little bit. Is that better? Let's see if I can get it to stand, because I've got you on the arm of the sofa. If you suddenly take a tumble, you know why. What are you wagging your tail at? It's my mate down there. Yeah, it's definitely something that we need to tackle. I mean, I'm not aiming this at just men, because women do suffer with depression and anxiety as well. My t-shirt, Rico's Roughnecks, I play a game called Total Battle, and I run a clan on there, and Rico's Roughnecks is the name. The actual t-shirt is from the movie of Starship Troopers. One of my favourite films. That's something that we can talk about. Movies. Not Airsoft, it's an online game. And welcome to the channel, Declan. Nice of you to join. I used to be a big gamer. I grew up, I'll say I grew up from being probably, I think I was 17, 18, maybe even younger than that, maybe a bit younger than that. I used to play a game called Quake 2. If you're a Gen Xer, you may know the game Quake 2. It was very big at the time. It was based on the Doom engine, Doom being another game. I used to play Quake 2 online, and I was addicted. I played it for hours and hours and hours every day, but I loved it. So yeah, I used to play games a lot. In the last sort of 10 years, I've not really played much gaming in that respect. I do play a Total Battle on my phone. Declan, yes, chatting with others online in games is good. I find it therapeutic. That's why I used to play Total Battle, because it helped take things away from my mental state. However, when I had a breakdown when my dad passed away in December, I found myself in a place where I couldn't get into the game. I couldn't face talking to people. I was very, very low. So yeah, I struggled to get back into the game, which is kind of shit on me, really, because or shit of me, because I left somebody else to run everything that I was running, because I you know, I run the clan. I had several clans actually, still have. I'm not playing as much as I should be, really, but I'm still involved. I try and log in whenever I can and keep it going. It's been hard to get back into it, if I'm honest. I'm trying my best. Days like today help. I'm in a good place today, but yeah, it's difficult. Don't forget to double click that screen, guys. Subscribe, click the like button, share the live feed. Let's get awareness out there, beat the stigma. You can talk about depression. It's not something that makes you weak. It is something that people need to do. Yeah, it is something that I'm going to keep up. I said that I would never quit. There's a lot of people depend on me that are in the clans. There's 100 people in each clan, I have 3 or 4 clans, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the banter with other clanmates. I enjoy taking the piss. Um, I enjoy people taking the piss out of me. Um, it's fun. We have a laugh. We talk about crap. Um, yeah, it's good. It's good. Quite a powerful clan at the moment as well. We are growing. Um, so yeah, I'm just sort of relaxing on the sofa now. I'm going to call it an end soon. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to close this down. But I do this every morning. Um, I call it morning coffee. I've left my coffee in the other room. But I do this every morning at about 10:30. I go live, and it's morning coffee with me. We just sit and talk about anything you like. It's to raise awareness for depression and anxiety. It's to help people be able to talk. It helps me sitting talking to you guys. So click subscribe. Come and join me. As I say, every day here, 10:30 in the UK. If you're not in the UK, I'm not sure what time that would be. It's 12:13 here now. So yeah, I'll let you work that out. Um, yeah, again, we just talk about crap. Yeah, I don't really know how to do that yet. I'm new to this. I'm figuring it out as I go along, really. Joey, nice to meet you too. Make sure you subscribe, mate. Let's get the word out there. It's hard to do on my own. I can't do it by myself. I need you guys. I also have, I don't like to talk about this, but I do have a GoFundMe set up. There is a link in one of my previous videos. I think it's on one of my shorts, so if you click on my page, you'll find the short. It's got the GoFundMe there. The reason for the GoFundMe is, well, there's a couple of reasons. One is so that I can help people. Not very long ago, we have a Facebook group called Imagine Living. With that group comes a chat module in Messenger on Facebook Messenger. Somebody got in touch with me and said about his situation and how his situation had gone. He had nothing. He was homeless. He'd lost everything in a separation. He hadn't eaten for a couple of days. So I thought I would set up a GoFundMe to allow me to help people like him. I can't do it myself. I don't have the spare funds to be able to help people in that way. So I set up the GoFundMe with the hope that with donations I can help people like him in the future. It will also help with me doing this. So obviously I don't want to ask people for money to help me because I don't need the help. But what I can't do is put too many funds into doing these videos. I put a little bit in. I bought myself things that I need, like the tripod. I've bought some microphones. I'm waiting for them to be delivered. Just things like that. I can't expect people to pay for things like that. It's something that I've got to pay for. With you know, doing what I do. with talking to people. It will allow me to speak to people that need somebody to talk to in that respect. So yeah, that's the reason for the GoFundMe. There is a link on one of my shorts, so please do look for that. If you can donate, please do. If not, that's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and ask people over and over and over to donate. It's out there. I mentioned it yesterday. I've mentioned it a little bit now, as you know. I don't know how to use Super Chats. I don't know what Super Chats is. I think I have seen something on YouTube about Super Chats, but I don't think I was eligible for it yet. I don't think I have enough subscribers. I think you need to have over 1,000 or something similar. I'm not sure. So that's why. I mean, I set the GoFundMe up before I started on YouTube. I started off first of all on Facebook, and that's been going for a little while now. I've only been on YouTube a couple of weeks, so we will see how it goes. So yeah, that's the only reason I've mentioned the GoFundMe, because it was already up and running for my Facebook channel. Yeah, I've been watching some videos. I'm doing, to be honest, what I don't want to do. I don't want to do this where I'm like searching for people to subscribe to get my name out there. This isn't about me. If people see my videos and they can relate to it and they understand it and they subscribe, brilliant. That's what I want. I want natural growth. I don't want to push it out there all the time. I want natural growth from people viewing and sharing and likes. I think that way I know I'm getting genuine, genuine people, rather than the people that see your live feed going through. Yeah, people do need to find it. I agree with you. I've just been doing it the best way I can at the moment. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it that way. I just need to get my head around it. It's going to be difficult for me to sort of do this. Right now, I'm limited on how many views I get. I've noticed I'm only getting probably, I think the maximum has been 20 at one time. So that's why I'm asking people to sort of share. As I get more subscribers, it does open up more opportunities for me. Yeah, I think it is. It has been doing well for a channel that's only sort of 2 or 3 weeks old. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I'm not complaining. I think it's doing well, and hopefully it'll continue to. We'll get some growth and help some people. I'm going to call it a day there, guys. Thank you very much for getting involved, and I will speak to you soon.